Happy Friendship Day, Cultureverse fans. It's Sunday, and we have already accomplished the first half of our first match day. It's so nice to have finally all the football games coming back on Saturday and Sunday. We are also expecting a few more exciting games for today, and next week also the Serie A, for instance, is also starting to kick off, and La Ligue, of course. So really exciting time again. Let's have a very quick review of the first half of the first match day, and let's just quickly discuss what your impressions are.
Yeah, so I'll start, and I think I've watched 2-3 games. I'll start with Arsenal. Arsenal looks very promising, and the team played very aggressively. Especially the highlight would be William Saliba. He had to wait for 3 years for this night, and he performed very nicely in defense. Jesus also made his debut, but the show was stolen by his Brazilian national who scored the goal, Martinelli. A very nice goal as well. So Arsenal overall looks a very nice, compact team, going very aggressive for the top four already. And this would be the year for the coach as well, because he got everything this year finally. And if he didn't make up to top four, or in fact win some trophy, then unfortunately he needs to leave this season. Coming to Liverpool's game, I think the manager was pretty disappointed. On a rate of 1 to 10. He in fact rated it 12 in terms of disappointment. So the score didn't tell the complete picture, but Fulham actually played very nicely, and in fact first few minutes they matched the energy level or the strategy of Liverpool. And so it was a good goal for Nunes, and Mohamed Salah, like always, he scores on match day 1, maintaining his record. Quickly moving to PSG's game, it was the perfect night for a football fan. Neymar scored, assisted, Messi scored and assisted. On a sofa score, they got perfect 10 out of 10 in terms of dribbles, in terms of assist, in terms of those movements. I think this will be, this looks, as in now, it looks a very promising start for PSG. We still need to wait for, of course, big nights in Champions League, but these two, Neymar and Messi, they mean business this season. So I'm hopeful that they achieve what they want to achieve in PSG and why they went to PSG for the Champions League trophy. At least they perform like a good, team, which looks very promising. So yeah, this is all about match day 1 from my side, and I'll pass the mic to Karthik.
I'll talk about a few London clubs here. I'll talk about Tottenham and Chelsea. Tottenham played really well. It looked really fluent on the field. The way they were scoring goals, they were able to understand each other's chemistry really well. And this is really a hallmark of Antonio Conte's system. They are in for a long race this season. That is what I feel. They will go till the last days of the league, fighting for the title, or maybe challenging the other teams over there. Chelsea winning 1-0. I think winning 1-0 is something that is really important in a league race. So it's not about winning with number of goals. It's about how you can get these games done. As Arrigo Sacchi always says, the team that is the strongest is not the one that scores 10 goals in one game, but the team that wins by 1-0 10 games. So I think that's a good thing for Chelsea. And speaking of Bayern, going to Bundesliga, 6-1. So nothing very much, scoring free-flowing goals. And again, the league looks like in Bayern's hands
already.
Yeah.
I also believe that the kickoff day, both in France as well, especially in Germany, was very exciting. Was a really great kickoff for all fans, also in England. My personal takeaways are the Tottenham versus Southampton game with 4-1. That was very a strong start for Tottenham, and they showed off to some extent. I think Chelsea still struggles to also include the new team members and club members that they are still in the transfer window, so they still have to build up the team. You were able to see that in the game when they struggled against Everton. So Fulham versus Liverpool. that game, of course, is indeed a factor who will win the Premier League. And I believe that if Liverpool has already struggled to win such a game, I'm not saying that Fulham wasn't weak. And in fact, Nirmal, you were absolutely right. They started very strong, and therefore, rightfully so, Klopp was very, very disappointed in the end with this game. Moving to the Bundesliga, you just mentioned it, Kadik. We had Frankfurt versus Bayern Munich, 1-6, a superb game for Bayern Munich. I think the outcome of the game were more the fans of Eintracht Frankfurt that actually had, after the game, celebrated their team stronger than any team so far in the whole league. That was amazing. We had Dortmund versus Leverkusen, 1-0. I think Leverkusen didn't came out very strong in this season. They lost actually last week and were kicked out of the cup. So they have to shift their momentum here back to be on the winning streak. That's important. Hertha BSC was playing against Union Berlin. They lost 1-3 against them. And that actually means that Union Berlin has actually now the 4th following win against them in Berlin. We had also Wolfsburg versus Bremen, 2-2 in the northern area of Germany. We had FC Augsburg versus Freiburg. Freiburg playing in the European League now. 0-4, very strong start. And we had our last game, VfL Bochum versus the FSV Mainz with 1-2. 2 headed goals here by Karim Onizivo in both half times. So we have actually, why I'm saying that is we have 27 goals in the first half of the first match day in the Bundesliga. Amazing. Therefore, my question now here coming to the end, guys, when we consider now what we have seen so far, considering our initial predictions, would you still go for instance, Manchester City?
Yeah, I think for Bundesliga and League One, we do not have any other strong teams right now. But for Premier League, we need to wait for today's game. And of course, we need to wait for a lot many games. Premier League usually, it gets decided in the last weeks of the season. But it would be very interesting to see today's match and how Manchester City plays with their new group of players and how United plays with their new coach. So a lot of good, amazing games ahead, especially today. So looking forward to match day 1.
Of course, Premier League or the other leagues are not just a sprint, they are a marathon. So depending on the first game, we cannot say who's gonna falter, who's gonna win. But I'll stick with my predictions. I'd say Liverpool will go all the way because it's not right now. That's the league being decided is during those pressure crunch matches during the last 10-15 games when you have all the pressure on you. And this is all about initially getting the team together, how to gel them, how to play their football. So it will take some time for the teams to get into their stride. So I think this is very early to make any predictions, but it's good on the football side.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, the spiciness and excitingness of these kind of early predictions and considering what the end will bring up. Guys, thank you very much for today's session again. I'm also excited for the upcoming games today and in the next weeks, and that's when we will meet again. Cultureverse fans, thank you again for watching us. Have a good, wonderful weekend and see you very soon. Take care.
Bye.